we're getting ready to go on a tour. We're outside waiting in front of this cafe. It's still dark outside because apparently the sun does not come up until 8:27. There's Mom. There's 5 buses, and so we're waiting. So we are in Calendar, walking around randomly for no real reason. Just looking around. Oh, you want coffee?
Yeah, I'll get some coffee.
Well, I guess we're gonna make another bathroom stop before we leave here then.
Unnecessary.
We'll see. Anyway, cute little town. Before we head into the Highlands. So we got some hot chocolate. I got marshmallows. She got marshmallows with cream and some bread. But she says it's not really hot, so it's probably because she has all that cold whipped cream. I'll let mine cool before I burn something. Y'all know I burn my mouth on hot chocolate all the time. So, let's see. No bread. The marshmallows smell like Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. Except we're not in Ireland, so yeah. So we're at our first stop at a loch. Everybody's taking their pictures. It's really, really pretty out here. They have picnic tables. Come out here. Have a little lunch.
Head, Loch Earn Head. That means that the head of Loch Earn, and just to your right you'll see Loch Earn itself just starting. So that's quite picturesque view as we drive through the hills and the light in the distance. That's just a nod of the Highland Loch Earn, and driving through Loch Earn Head. And you'll notice there are a lot more sheep suddenly have appeared as well in the Highlands. Sheep is a mainstay of the economy. Sheep and cattle farming, forestry, fishing, whiskey and tourism are the main employers or the mainstays of the economy up here in the Highlands. Population of Scotland 5.4 million. In the lambing season, your friends back home and say that was the Harry Potter bridge. They will never know the difference, but it looks very... Apparently there are eagles who nest on this side.
Ness. Yeah, buddy.
Loch Ness. But there's more of interest in this deep, dark valley than just the monster. Loch Ness is part of the Great Glen of Scotland, a geological fault line which runs from under the North Sea in the northeast to the edge of the Atlantic Shelf in the southwest.
So the boat has snacks. You can get cookies, beer, soda, Pringles. They have a very nice sized bathroom over there. But the chips and stuff is really cheap, like considering. I got these Pringles and a soda for like £2.20. So not bad. Now we're going down. We're just sitting down here. There's a bunch of tables and chairs you can sit at. And then we'll go upstairs after we're done. But it's nice and warm in here, so yeah. This is the Loch Ness. Has anybody seen Nessie? Alright, if you see, we're at 618 feet depth. There's goats up there in the trees.
They're very simple to use. That one is the simplest of all, because what you're looking at there is Loch Ness empty. No water, no fish, no monsters, but one boat. And it's this boat. And it's in scale. And right now we look that size. You're all inside that little dot. The line below us is also in scale. That's exactly the length of the depth reading, which here is in meters. But should you prefer feet, there's the feet reading there. Also up here you've got the boat speed, course and GPS position. Just to show you it's all live, okay? Sir, can you grab a seat because the boat behind you can't see. Yeah, if you all sit down then everybody can see, okay? So this view is looking northeast. So we're looking up this way, up Loch Ness. The camera's at that end and we're looking in this direction, okay? The fault line that formed it all is there on a small scale and right the way through the country there on a large scale. This top side is that one, this bottom side is that one.
The water bottom.
The best side to be is inside, with whiskey going inside. Keeps you warm. Very simple, very easy to use. This one's a bit more complex, because up here you've got live action. This one's got the water on it, so therefore you've got everything in the water. All the fish, etc. And you're looking at, we're on that side, and this is all behind us. Up to around 8 minutes ago, at the maximum. The red areas indicate rocks, yellow and green is clay under the rocks, and then on top you've got sediments, but only on the sides, you don't get them in the middle. The water deep down is too dense for sediment to penetrate in the middle areas, okay? So these dots, most of these are ferox. At the top you've got trout and salmon, and then further down you've got Arctic char, these little grey to blue dots. The char got trapped in here during the last ice age. The last ice age basically formed Loch Ness as you see it today. Because when the ice moved over Scotland, Scotland sank enough for Loch Ness to fill with salt water. Arctic char, monsters and everything else that we don't actually know what's down there. When the ice age melted though, that landlocked Loch Ness and separated it from the sea. And because glacial meltwater is denser than salt water, it displaced the salt water back to sea immediately. So therefore the loch became fresh very quickly. Arctic char, being a member of the trout family, they remembered what it was like to live in fresh water and evolved equally quickly.